Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel Rainbow Tarot UK. If you're a returning viewer or subscriber, then a big thank you for all your support with my channel. It's brilliant. By subscribing you really help the channel to grow and get the messages out there, which is wonderful. If you're new, then a very big welcome. Thank you for connecting in with me today. And just to say, as usual, we'll be doing our 3 piles, but let's tell you really what is today's reading. So today's reading I'm quite looking forward to, really, because it is, I've meditated on the cards and I've come up with the 3 piles, and it's around a love situation, so a romantic love situation. And it's your higher self really guiding you and telling you what you need to know in that situation, what you need to grow, and what you need to release and let go of. Now obviously it's a general reading, I'm sure there'll be messages in whatever pile you pick up, but if it doesn't resonate with you, then maybe go to another pile or maybe check out some of my other readings. Just take whatever you feel is relevant and resonates with you. So we've got pile number 1, which is the Waite deck and the red Jasper. We've got pile number 2, which is the Waite Smith, which is slightly different. It's like the Waite, but it's slightly different, and the green Aventurine. And pile number 3, which is the Greer deck and the purple Amethyst. So as usual, use your intuition, take a moment to choose whatever pile resonates with you, and that's probably the one that has the message that your higher self wants you to hear today. Okay, so I'll see you in your reading. Bye for now. Hey number 1, and welcome back to your reading. So you chose the red Jasper, just going to put that there, and the Waite deck. Okay, so obviously we're looking at your higher self's message, advice, guidance on, a romantic situation, a love situation, or a love, your love life, if you like, what you need to know, what you need to grow, what you need to let go of, what you need to release. So it's a fairly quick reading, it's not going to be long and detailed. In that way, it's a little bit similar to a sort of a yes or a no spread, although it's, it's not a yes or a no, but it's that kind of length really. It's quite quick. So I've got just got 6 cards and I've got 1 little love oracle card. So let's put our cards out. Okay, so the first card is the 6 of Cups. Second card is the Ace of Swords. Third card is the Queen of Cups. Fourth card is Victory, or the Victory card, which is the 6 of Wands. It's often referred to as the Victory card. The 5th card is the 10 of Cups. The last card is the 7 of Wands. Now you've got a love oracle card, which I don't know if you can see that there, I'm hoping you can, of 2 people obviously in a physical union there, and it's actually on the back, it says sacred union. It says honour and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Okay, so let's just put that there, so that may have a bearing on our reading. Okay, so what I'm picking up on what you need to know. So if you are single at the moment, or if you are wondering about an ex or something like that, or a past relationship, I feel that there is some news coming in. There's something coming in that you need to know, that you're going to be getting. That's what you need to know. So you're going to be getting some information or some news, possibly about a relationship from the past, a lovely relationship, a relationship that you really felt was a good relationship, or it meant a lot to you. So a relationship that meant a lot to you. You are going to be getting some news, or maybe someone from the past is going to be getting back in touch with you, and that is going to make you feel happy. You're going to feel happy about that. That's what I would say if you're a single in love. So I feel like you're going to be getting some news, getting some information, either someone from the past is going to be connecting and you're going to feel happy about, or you're going to be getting some information or something through around happiness within a love situation. That's what I feel here as well. But I'm also getting as well, for some of you, and this may be, this may be people that might be already in relationships, and they may be going through a bit of a, with the Ace of Swords, they may be going through a bit of a tough time, or, they may be, feeling like they're struggling in some way, or there's some issues going on, because swords can often represent conflict or trouble. It's for you to know that, you will get through this. It's for you to know that you will get through this, and that, relationships can go through their ups and downs, but you will go through this. But there is a need for truth and honest, truthful communication. So you're in a relationship, might be going through a bit of a rocky patch, or if you're in a relationship and you're wondering where it's going and what you need to know, I would say that in order for it to sustain its happiness and its emotional fulfillment, there is a need for honest, truthful communication in order for it to sustain that. And if you're going through a tough time, then just know that you can get back on track as long as you as long as the communication maintains or sustains. And it could but this could also mean, because we're just sort of covering, because it's general within love, we're just kind of covering every sort of single possibility. What it could also mean is that there is that you are looking back on a past relationship, and there is some nostalgia attached to that. So you're looking back in sort of through rose-coloured spectacles, if you like, and there is a need, really. What you need to know is there is a need now for some of you who are doing that, or maybe doing that, for you to see it clearly, for you to see the situation clearly, and to be honest with yourself and see things truthfully. And maybe when you really examine forensically, maybe what that relationship was really about, that it's maybe not quite as rosy as you are remembering it. So those are all the kind of possibilities of, because lots of people might be asking lots of different questions in their romantic situation. So I'm just trying to cover them all, and my interpretation of these two cards together, which is what you need to know. Now, what you need to grow here is, so if you're single and you are, maybe wondering, why you're single, why you're not in a relationship, why you don't have much luck, or something like that, or why you're currently not having much luck. What you need to grow is that, it is a belief, really, if you like, a belief in yourself that you can be victorious in love, that love can find you, that you can have a successful relationship, that you can be emotionally fulfilled, because you've got the victory card here in your growth position and the Queen of Cups, and that's what that tells me. So the Queen of Cups knows her worth. She is emotionally fulfilled. She feels happy in her emotional life. She cares for herself, so there's a lot of self-care there. So maybe there's something about you needing to grow your sense of self-confidence, self-worth, self-esteem, and that will have a knock-on effect in terms of how successful you are in finding love and in being in a love situation. Again, that would go for maybe if you're in a relationship and it may be because, like I said, it's going through a little bit of a tough time, or it's going through some troubles. It's about growing that sense that this relationship can be successful. So I suppose it's not giving up too soon. It's like knowing that you can make this situation work. It can be good again. It can be like it was here in the Six of Cups. You can get back to that, but it's about sort of growing that belief, really growing that belief and working on that belief. And again, maybe you need to grow the sort of heart centre of the relationship again. So it's growing that kind of heart centre of the relationship again. If you are actually in a relationship and it's maybe going through some tough times, and if you're in a relationship that's happy anyway, then just know that it is, it has got this happiness to it, that there is good communication there, and that you need to just grow on that. You need to build on that because you're doing it all right. So if you're already in a relationship that's happy, then you're growing that all the time, aren't you? You're growing that sense of success. You're growing that love connection. Okay, so what do you need to let go of? Okay, so we've got the Ten of Cups here, which is normally always associated with positive things. So it's interesting really that it's in the let go or release part of the reading. But you also have the Seven of Wands. Now the Seven of Wands talks about challenges, feeling challenged, feeling like you need to stand up for yourself in some way. So maybe if you're single, it's again about what I was saying before. It's releasing the feeling that to find happiness, emotional happiness and fulfillment, and to get that kind of happy emotional setup, you, the partner, the kids, that happy ever after, that wish fulfillment, to give up the belief that that is a challenge for you, to give up a belief that that is not going to ever come for you, because that belief is not serving you. Yes, you need to get rid of that feeling that I'm never going to be happy, because if you are always feeling and thinking that way, it's that law of attraction, isn't it? If you feel that sense of defeat around love, or it's too much, or I'm never going to get there, or it's too problematic, or I've been hurt in the past, those things are valid for sure, 100%. But if you always vibrate in that way, then you're just going to attract that. You're just going to attract relationships or situations that fulfill that belief. So that's kind of what I'm sensing in that way, that you need to release and get rid of. Now, if you're in this situation, like I said before, you're wondering about your relationship, you're in a relationship already and wondering about whether you can get back to it, well, clearly you can. Because you can get back to that. You can get back to that Ten of Cups, because this also talks about challenges that you can overcome, that you can get over, that you have the upper hand in. So yes, it might be a bit rocky, but you can overcome them. So I think what it's asking you to let go of is to let go of this belief that you're in a challenging situation, it's difficult, and that you're never going to make it through, or that it's not going to give you the happiness that you want, because it will give you the happiness that you want, because those challenges or difficulties that you're facing right now can be overcome in some way. Now, if it was this whole idea of something new coming in, as I said before, getting some information about something new coming in, then again, what you need to let go of is that that's never going to happen for you, that you're never going to get that happy ever after ending, because you will, definitely. You just need to get rid of those limiting beliefs that are stopping you from having this, from being this Queen of Cups and from being victorious. You need to stop those limiting beliefs. And I know it's tough, especially if you've had, past experiences that have been difficult. 100%, I get it, I do. But it starts by you learning to love yourself, learning to be more confident about yourself, knowing 100% that you are spectacular, that you are a spectacular human being, and that you deserve a spectacular love, and that can be yours. It can be yours. So let's have a look and see. So this oracle card was Honour and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. So yeah, it's about, in all these situations, you know, relationships, there is a sacred union out there for you. That's the first thing. That's the first thing I would say, that there is a sacred union out there for you and for everyone. You know, we've all got the possibility of having a sacred union. And to maybe also say to you, you know, when you're in a relationship, maybe it's also about appreciating the relationship that you have, focusing on the good things about that relationship, focusing on the positives of that relationship, focusing on what you do have rather than what you don't have. And if you're single, it's about focusing on maybe a love for yourself. That union is with yourself. Yeah, so maybe honour and treasure your relationship with yourself, build yourself up, get your confidence, your self-esteem, your mojo back, so that you can vibrate high and attract in the love that you deserve. Okay, pile number 1, that is for you. I really hope that you have liked your reading. If you have and you want to hear more readings like this, then please do subscribe, hit the notifications bell so you know when I'm next uploading a reading. Please do like, comment, everything is gratefully received. But if not, have a fantastic day and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hi, pile number 2, and welcome back to your reading. So we are doing today, aren't we, a quick love reading. So it is going to be quick, it's not going to be too detailed. I'm not going to do lots of clarification cards. It's just going to be 6 cards and 1 oracle card. And we're looking at a love situation. Let's move that out of the way. A love situation that that you're involved with now, or your love life. And we're looking at what you need to know, what you need to grow, and what you need to release or let go of. So let's have a look. So you chose the green Aventurine. I'll put that there. You also chose the Waite. I think this is a Waite deck. And we've got 1 little oracle card, 1 little love oracle card, just generally about the reading with general message. Okay, so let's get our tarot cards and see what they are. So the first one is Justice. The second one is the King of Cups. Third one is the Ace of Wands. Fourth, the Star. Let's move them along a bit. Okay, right. Now the 5th one is Victory. Not Victory, sorry, I'm always sad at that. Because actually Victory, this card, the 6 of Wands, came up in pile number 1. So you might also want to look at pile number 1 actually. Especially now I'm actually highlighting it. It might be an idea for you to look at pile number 1. Okay. And then you've also got the Page of Pentacles. Okay, and we've also got this Love Oracle card. And it says on the back, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. So there's a sort of sense there, isn't there, that really the most important thing in life is loving relationships, because it says you take nothing with you but your soul, so you know what's important to you soul wise, and the memories that you've shared with those you love, the memories. Okay, so let's leave that there. Maybe you can see that. You can bring these down and then you might be able to see this as well there somehow. Okay, so right, I don't know why, and this may just apply to some of you and not all of you. I just want to say it. There might be some of you in this pile that are maybe going through some sort of, maybe some divorce or separation in some way. Yeah, because you've got the Justice card here. So I'm just wondering whether there is something like that going on for some of you. Not for all of you, but for some of you. But anyway, what you need to know, what you're being asked, or what your higher self is wanting you to know, because this reading is about what your higher self wants you to know, grow and let go, is that in your current situation, whatever that love situation is, There is a sense of fairness to it. Yeah, that makes sense to you. Or it might not make sense to you, but on a higher level, on a soul level, on a spirit level, and what's good for you soul-wise, and I feel the calling to say that, it is fair and balanced. Even though on a 3D way, or in a practical everyday way, it might not feel that way. But it is fair and balanced and just. And that is what your higher self is wanting you to know. And it's also wanting you to know that balance and fairness is something that is coming into your love life, something that is coming into you, and that it is needed. A sense of fairness, balance, justice, the right thing. So maybe in love as well, it could be suggesting that now you are entering a time in your love life where things are going to be more balanced, more just, more fair for you, more harmony, if you like, or you are going to be getting what you deserve in love. That's some of the messages that I'm getting through around what you need to know currently in your love situation. Now we also have the King of Cups here. So maybe you need to know that there's somebody around you, an energy around you. It doesn't have to be a man, it can be an energy around you that you can rely on in love, that is emotionally centered, heart-centered, caring, giving, supportive, that there's somebody maybe around you in love in the situation at the moment, or that somebody like that you are connected to, and that this sense of justice and balance is also connected to. So maybe for some of you, if we're going to go back to the separation or whatever, this person had those qualities, and whatever you're going through now, there is a sense of justice and fairness connected to them in that situation. Or this person is around supporting you, guiding you, or they are a new love. This person is that sense of justice, balance, fairness for you. So maybe this new person is there for you now, giving you what you deserve in love, because the King of Cups is somebody that is just a beautiful, beautiful energy. He's matured from the Knight of Cups, who is also romantic and caring, but is not as mature as the King of Cups. So this is somebody who's very emotionally intelligent. So what you need to know is that, possibly you might be going through some legal difficulties or some issues that require fairness, and just know that situation, that is the fair outcome. Whatever you get from that is the fair, just outcome. And that if you're new, or you're in a relationship where that's not going on, or you're single or whatever, you just know that the right kind of love, the balance, the fair, the good love is there for you, is coming in for you. You've either got it already or it's coming in for you. If your situation doesn't relate to separation or divorce or whatever, just know that. And that you need to grow. And maybe, because you've got the Justice card here, maybe in the past, things haven't always gone right for you in love. So maybe things haven't always gone right for you in love, and somebody treating you right hasn't always been on your doorstep. And that's maybe why it's being highlighted here, that you need to know that now that's going to change. That's changing for you now. Yeah. And that you need to grow a sense of hope. Need to grow this sense of hope, because the star essentially, one of the things that it represents is hope. It also represents healing. So maybe you need to heal from previous situations that you've been in that just haven't treated you right. So maybe there's something in that, and that is what you need to grow, that sense of healing, of self-love, repairing from what has gone before, so that you can, begin again, have a passionate new beginning, start something new, get your mojo back, have some passion, have some get up and go. and hope for the future in your relationship. Maybe if you're in a relationship where, you know, hope has, you've kind of got into a bit of a humdrum set up. It's easily done, isn't it? If we're with someone for a long time, we can sometimes forget to appreciate ourselves, appreciate them, appreciate the relationship. What it's asking you to do is to grow a sense of excitement again, a sense of renewal. You know, get back to that sort of, you know, the early stages. Maybe bring back the passion, bring back the bring back the creativity, bring back something new, bring something new into the situation to revive it again. That's what you're being asked to grow. And if it's this whole thing about, you know, you've been in a separation, maybe in a divorce, which, you know, can be a very painful time for some people. It can be a relief for others, but it can be a painful time for some people. Again, it's about growing that sense of, I can move forward, I can have a new beginning in love. New relationships are out there for me. New people are out there for me. I've got hope of that coming to me again. So that is what you need to grow. Now, what you need to let go of here. Now, it's interesting because in the what you need to let go of section, or what you need to release, you've got the Six of Wands, which is does normally talk about victory, and you've got the Page of Pentacles here. So maybe if it's this situation, what I'm feeling maybe is that something that once may have brought you victory, or that once may have brought you happiness, or that once may have made you feel on top of the world, is something that you now need to release, so that you can, again, Page of Pentacles is a new beginning, so that you can start a new cycle and a new beginning where you, so Page of Pentacles can also be about studying and learning something new. So it's almost like learning something new, really. So it's like releasing, really, anything that once made you feel good, that maybe once made you feel, I don't know, in some cases this particular situation might have made you feel young in some way, or brought you some learning in some way, or helped you in that way. But it's time to kind of let that go now. It's time to release that. So maybe it was a relationship, you know, an old relationship, so maybe somebody that's still thinking back to an old relationship, particularly if it's this relationship that I'm feeling is going through separation or whatever, an ex in some way. So maybe once upon a time it was a great relationship, it was a lovely relationship, but it's time to release that and to let that go. And there could also be, you know, sort of young people or children attached to that. And obviously, I'm not asking you to release or let go of your children, but it's something about maybe that unit as it was, is maybe time for some of you to now let that situation go. Maybe for some of you that are single, or are wondering what you need to release and let go of, I think what this is saying is that you need to release and let go of this sense of, I don't know, if some of you just don't feel like you're ready for a new relationship. That somehow you still feel like you've got something to learn, or something that you need to do, or something that you need to achieve before you have love in a relationship, or before you can commit yourself to a relationship. Something about you needing, or thinking that, you know, there isn't time or space or room in your life for love and a loving relationship, because you've got too many other things that you want to achieve and do and learn about. And it's really saying that it's time to kind of let that notion go, really, because going back to the Oracle card, it says, you know, the only thing really in life that's important is relationships. is good relationships, because good relationships give you a positive memory bank, and that's really all you can take with you and your soul. You know, that embeds itself in your soul and your heart, and really at the end of the day, that's what's most important really in life, and that's what it's saying to you. So maybe this notion that, oh, you know, and I'm not knocking that, because obviously we do need to get on in our career and in other areas of life. Other areas of life are important, in, you know, certainly, but there's something here about saying, well, you know, it's not one or the other. You know, they can exist together. You know, you can have all of it, really. Okay, so pile number 2, that's been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, and you want more readings like this, you want more messages like this, then please do hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications bell, like, share, comment. All is very gratefully received. But if not, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hi, pile number 3, and welcome back to your reading. So today we're doing your higher self's advice, guidance on, you know, what you need to know, what you need to grow, and what you need to let go of in whatever love situation that you might be in, or your love life just generally. So you chose the Morgan Greer deck and the Amethyst stone crystal. So let's put that there, and let's take out your cards. So it's basically going to be a fairly brief reading. It's not going to be long and detailed. We're just going to be looking at those 3 areas, and I've also got a love oracle card, which will give you a sort of general message really regarding the whole reading. But anyway, let's go. So the first card you've got is the Fool. Second card, the Devil. Third card is the Hanged Man. Fourth card, King of Pentacles. Fifth card is the Two of Cups. Okay. And the sixth card is the Sun. Right. Okay. And you've also got this little oracle card, this love oracle card, and on the back it says manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Okay. Right. Okay, so that may have a bearing on what we're about to look at, or what we're looking at. Okay, so this is what you need to know, this is what you need to grow, and this is what you need to let go. So what I'm feeling about this pile, really, is that in your love situation at the moment, whatever it is you're asking about, you need to know that there is, I mean, the first thing that I'm feeling, really, if I'm honest, is that there is something about this situation, because you've got the Devil card, and the Devil card talks about, you know, being chained to, you know, things that are probably, you know, relationships, beliefs, habits that we feel ruled by, rather than us having rule and control over them. So being chained, it can mean being chained to limiting beliefs, being chained to negative patterns that are not doing us sort of any good, really. So, and because you've got the Fool next to it, which can often mean, you know, it's the very first card of the deck, so it's the beginning of the journey, the start of something. So maybe for some of you, you've begun a new relationship, or there is a renewal of something within a relationship, and what you're being asked to know, and you might have taken a leap of faith to be in this situation, so you might have risked something. There might have been certain risks, because I think what I've got here is that maybe in your situation as well, is that it might be risky in some way. There's certain risks to it. And, you know, so therefore it required a leap of faith, or, you know, for you to take a chance. So I think really there's a little bit of possibly a little bit of a warning in this, really, around, you know, maybe something around not being, you know, need to be discerning in the current situation that you're in, the current love situation that you're in, because maybe at the moment you're carried away with, you know, the passion of it, or the fact that it's meeting your sort of you know, there's a lot of gratification in it. That's what I want to say, and that is kind of, you know, it feels great. Maybe it feels great in that way. But maybe there's something, the reason why I'm saying be discerning is because maybe there's something about, well, maybe it's a bit of a one-hit wonder, or it's a quick hit. So maybe it's just about knowing that. So maybe these cards are just saying, look, it's just about knowing it's kind of just, it's something good that, you know, might feel good at the time. It might be a bit of a fling. It might be a bit of a hookup. It might have those kinds of, you know, elements that bring excitement and passion and gratification, and, you know, a certain addiction. There's a certain addiction to it, you know, that kind of high to it. But there's something about, you know, because the Fool can also be interpreted, because it is the beginning of the journey, you know, there's not much wisdom to the Fool. There's a lot of innocence. So maybe you're in a situation where, you know, the other thing is that you're being, you know, you're with someone that's maybe, again, like a lot of what I was saying, is not taking it's not got your best interests at heart. And that maybe you need to become a little bit more experienced or aware of that. So use your discernment going forward, really, in this situation. Because although it might feel great for your senses, is it really good for you? I think that's what you're being asked. You know, is it really good for you? Do you need to maybe sort of wake up a little bit to the certain risks that there might be in whatever situation that you are in? So that is really what you need to know. That's what you're being sort of being made aware of by your higher self. And what you need to grow here, so you've got the Hanged Man and you've got the King of Pentacles. So I think it's a little bit about what I was saying here, really. So the Hanged Man is somebody that is in retreat, yeah, has moved away, has taken themselves out of a situation to gain enlightenment, to gain self-awareness, to think things over, to assess, to see things from a different point of view, see things from another perspective. And the King of Pentacles is somebody who is solid, stable, secure, reliable, dependable, somebody that you can count on. They may not be the most exciting court card, but they are 100% there for you in terms of just practical, honest, wholesome support. So I think what you need to grow is situations more like that in your life, and I think what you're being asked is maybe to come out of whatever situations might be giving you immediate gratification, but in the long term are not are not in it for the long haul. Whatever situation that you're in, you know, is not there for the long haul. And what you need to grow is maybe to retreat from a certain situation where you're beginning to feel like, actually, this really isn't very good for me. So to come out of that situation and go inwards. You might physically need to retreat yourself from it and go inwards, and for some of you it might be that you need to give something up. So maybe there's a relationship, a fling, or a short-term situation, or a hookup that has become, you know, you know, maybe addictive or quite, you know, gives you that rush, but it's not going to give you solid and stability, if you like. So maybe there's a need to get out of that and just get back in touch with what is important, which is you, really, and your health and well-being and your sense of calm and your sense of peace and your sense of happiness. And that might mean you need to give something up to sustain that, and it also might mean that you need to be on your own and in your own company to have that, so that you can be this energy, this solid, stable, grounded person once again. That's what you're being asked to grow. And also, maybe this, for some of you, this might be a choice. This might be a choice in life. It may be that, you know, the choice is, do you have the quick fix, or do you have the, you know, do you have the stable, solid, dependable, reliable relationship that you can rely on, that you can depend on, the person that's going to support you really through thick and thin. Do you have that? And that is really, in this reading where these cards are, you are being asked to grow that. You are being asked to go for somebody like that, to be with somebody like that in love. That is that sort of relationship, which is the opposite to this, is something that you need to grow. And that maybe you are only going to be doing that. You're only able to do that when you take yourself out of whatever it is that's not so great for you, and be a bit more reflective and be a bit more in touch with with yourself, and to look after yourself a bit better. And maybe the other thing for some of you, there may actually be a person around you right now that's like this, that wants to come in for you, that wants to give you that stability, that wants to give you that secure future. And you've been asked to grow that situation, grow that relationship. But you can only do that if you come out of the other one, or the other situation that you may or may not be involved in for some of you. Now, what you're being asked to let go of, and it's interesting here because there are two cards here that normally are very positive, you know, have very positive connotations, but we've got the Two of Cups, okay, which clearly shows a union, a relationship in some way. And we've got the Sun, which also interestingly shows two people in it, which you don't always get in every deck, but you do in this one. So if it feels to me that you need to release something, a relationship, you need to let go of a relationship, really. Or maybe, I've just thought as well, you need to get rid of a choice in a relationship. So maybe you're faced with choices in your love life and you're not sure which one to go. Is it this one or is it that one? So maybe you need to remove the choice, which means that you actually choose one of them. So getting rid of the need for choice by doing what you need to grow, what I've said that you need to grow, and what the reading is suggesting that you need to grow. And getting rid of the choice and getting rid of the relationship or the situation that maybe did give you pleasure, that did give you sunshine, that did give you, I mean, they're actually drinking from these cups, aren't they? That did give you, you know, because food and drink is sustenance, isn't it, in some way? So maybe this relationship did give you some sustenance, something. Maybe there was a very strong attraction in this situation. Maybe it felt like love. Maybe it was love. You know, maybe it wasn't just, you know, difficulties or destructiveness, but maybe there was love. Maybe there was love in a situation. But somehow or other, you are being asked to let something go, to let some situation, to let something that felt good, that maybe was good, that did bring sunshine, that did bring happiness, but maybe it's now no longer doing that. It's now no longer embodying this kind of energy anymore. And maybe that's why you need to release it and let it go. And maybe there's something about you needing to realise and recognise that this situation has changed in some way. It's no longer like this, it's something else. So, number 3, pile number 3, that has been your reading. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please do press, if you want more readings like this, if you want more messages like this, then please do press the subscribe button, the notifications bell, like, comment, share the video if you think other people will like it. But if not, have a fantastic day. I hope you're all doing good, and I'll see you in my next reading. Bye for now.